Hello and welcome to Running Hot, blazing trails through the Australian Netrunner scene. Today, I'm joined by Sean. How are you, Sean?
Hello, I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good.
Jackson?
Thank you. Um, we're showing off a game from our recent circuit opener from the 25th of May. This is in Brisbane. And in round one, we've got Chris on the left versus Chris on the right. Battle of the Chris's. But it's Earth Station versus Kit. An interesting matchup. What do you think about this matchup, Sean?
Um, I think this is it's a pretty good matchup. This is going to be like a Labisa Memcat, so Kit Chris is going to be able to contest everything the Earth Station deck does pretty well, I think, at low credit counts.
Yeah, I definitely would struggle, I think, to know what to do against this kind of deck. I mean, you just have to go as fast as possible before they can get set up.
Kind of. It's like the thing with the kit deck is generally they only want to make like run one run a turn maybe. So you want to try and create situations where you fork them to make two, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I suppose with Earth Station, you have the advantage of being able to make flip and make the single server that you have cost 6 credits to run. That
Yeah,
way,
for sure.
they have to pay that. They can't use their efficient breakers at the beginning.
No, so it goes burner turn one.
Gonna turn one. Yeah. It's pretty difficult to, I think, play without icing a central against Shaper now because they can hit you anywhere.
Yeah, if you don't act HQ to hit you a burner, if you don't, and he's putting an eminent domain on top of R&D, so you're just gonna take that. But yeah, if you don't ice R&D, they just trick shot you over and over.
Yeah,
Very
if you
annoying.
don't ace HQ, they burn you. Eminent Domain, that's a fun card. I'd like to play with that a bit more.
It's really scary if it gets scored.
I'm sad to see that it's not going to be playing a part of this, at least not immediately.
So there's a
Chris,
spin doctor in the remote
yeah,
and
we need to find some
upgrade.
ice.
Yeah,
Now, what upgrade would we be looking at in the remote? We might see it.
I'm not sure. Could be a defensive upgrade. It could be something like Malapet Data Vault.
Yeah,
Or he's overinstalling the spin. He's rezzing. It's Tucana.
Kana.
He's going
Yeah.
to score hostile takeover here, I assume.
Well, this is going to find us some ice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and money. Earth Station could definitely use a bit more money, but the bad pub is going to be pretty good for Kit.
Yes. Although I think, if I remember correctly about this list, Chris does have a way to remove bad pub. I think he's on Roughneck
Oh
Repair
yes,
Squad.
yes, I think you're right. Yep. If you don't get rid of that, then it just makes those breakers even more efficient.
Yeah, they're already so efficient that any bad pub is really scary.
Yeah. We're getting in a Ket. Looks like it's going to be protecting R&D.
So he probably doesn't have any agendas left in hand.
Yep. We're 1-1 now. Yeah, trick. I mean, we've seen one burner. I think it's a fair assumption to say that we'd be on 3 trick shot, if not 2. So there's a good chance that it is going to see one very soon if they don't already have one.
So here, Chris played Creative Commission Click 1, I think. Or was it his whole turn? Oh no, did he play at the end of his turn? It was a very fast turn, if that's the case.
Chris does tend to play pretty quick.
Yeah, I missed it all.
Yeah. I mean, is it, I suppose with Anacam down, like you could sort of do it because it's like you're clicking for a draw almost if
Yeah,
you
that's
really
what I
need the
wondered if he
cash.
did, but I think I just missed the whole turn. It was so
Yeah.
fast. Let's think about Earth Station.
Yeah. Well, we're still on the non-flipped side, so it's going to cost a credit to get into HQ. And something else is in the remote now.
Yeah.
seeing an
We
extract.
really need some ice for HQ here, I think. It might have been a good idea just to put the kit on HQ so you can start flipping and actually threatening things in the remote.
Yeah, I mean, even without ice, having to pay 6 credits just to check the remote every time, like that's not
Yeah,
really
it's really
sustainable.
good. He's
And
gonna
here,
unlock the map up.
Chris is checking it.
Oh, is this a check?
No, no, sorry, he's extracted the Kana and resed
Okay.
Roughneck. All right, here comes Dr. Nuka. That was another lightning fast turn, I think.
Yeah, just more
Back,
setup, I
back to
think.
Chris, back to that station.
I guess Kit Chris here is in a pretty comfortable position to just do whatever he wants. Because
Yeah,
it's like, unless more agendas get scored or more ISTA comes down, he doesn't really need to contest anything.
no, you can just take some time to set up, find your spark of
Mm.
inspiration.
Especially if there's an issue where, because the Roughneck is in a remote server and resed, if Earth Station Chris does anything like want to overinstall on that, it's going to be very obvious and telegraphed.
Yeah,
So Ice on HQ, yeah.
that's good. Notice there's an Orca in the heap.
Mm.
So we've obviously drawn that, and it's not really something you want to have in hand.
No. Ooh, business as usual.
BAU. Putting an advancement counter on both of the ice.
Mm.
He still needs 2 more before it gets its bonus. All right, Chris's turn. He's drawing. Dirty laundry. Where are we going?
Just on archives, I think.
Yeah. Gain 3, draw a card. It's fine.
Okay, so Kit Chris has a compile in hand, I just saw. So if anything does need contesting,
You can just pull
he's
it
going
out
to run
now.
with it
We're
now.
going to see it straight
Pull it
away.
out.
So compile. This is an old FFG card.
Yeah.
Make a run. When you encounter a piece of ice, you can search R&D
Yeah.
for,
They must be
not
going
R&D.
R&D.
Yeah, the stack. So
Oh,
we're
you're
pulling
going
out.
backwards.
Oh, we're undoing. Okay.
Yeah, you search, and then at the end of a run, it goes on the bottom of the deck, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I can check.
It's a pretty interesting card. I think, Shaper's got a few different methods for
Yeah.
pulling out programs.
I've seen it run as a one-of before in some lat decks, just so that you can pop contest stuff out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
You got DJ Fenris down as Steve.
Classic play. Well, there's already a fair few things in the heap. I think I see Lobosomum is in the heap as well now.
Okay.
Maybe Chris is just drawing all of his breakers before his sparks.
Yeah, seems about it.
Oh, and here we go. We're going to slash and burn agriculture on the Aket, getting it up to strength 5 now.
You can only break one sub now as well.
Yep. So we're going to be giving out free advancement tokens every time we run that. I mean, arguably at this point, the focus is going to be more on HQ, so you can start getting those Steve recursions.
Yeah.
Although it does going to cost you a credit every time until Chris flips. We're just going through that nuker for the draw 3. Snatching the slash and burn. Yeah, slash and burn. I like it, but it's really got to be worth giving your opponent 2 points.
No, never. I don't think it's ever worth using it to advance ice either. You have to use it to fast advance an agenda or something.
Well, I mean, if it's not putting you ahead, then it's going to put you behind when the runner takes it. You really want to have a spin doctor on the table.
I wonder if that was the only agenda Earth Station Chris's hand if he should have tried to set up and just score the slash and burn, just because
Maybe.
he's quite far behind at the moment. It's going to
Yeah.
be quite hard to sort of set up a remote from here that will actually keep Kit out.
Yeah, because we haven't seen the breakers come down yet, but they
Mm.
will as soon
They're in
as.
bin. So
Here we
yeah,
go.
he must not have drawn any spark of inspirations. Well, now he has.
Right now.
We haven't had it. And I think it will definitely hit Labisomem here, because I think usually they're only on like one Orca.
Right, and that's in the bin.
Oh,
Versificator.
Versificator.
The fun include. Another older FFG card. Okay stats for a decoder, but you're really playing it for the ability to switch around a piece of ice that you break as long as it's a code gate. And because you're playing kit, everything is a code gate.
Yeah.
So if you want to put the focus on R&D, you can just switch the Aket around after you break it once. And Chris definitely has the money to do that.
It's probably pretty good to do that as well, because then if you want to say keep going R&D, another burner, you
Well,
don't keep
first let's
giving
get a
them
burner out.
free credits.
Ice Wall, strength 2. So that's 1 to break, and then we do the switch. Yep. This is going to transition very nicely into a trick shot, I think.
Oh my.
Steal. Snare. Oh yeah, we're not stealing, it's burner. You get excited when you see all the cards hit the table. Chris is very quickly dismissing the snare.
To the bottom of the deck, I assume.
The saddest place for a snare. Put the gunner on top. Yep. And now you just run through the ice wall and take it. But you do need a barrier breaker.
Hmm.
I mean, worst case scenario, it just goes back into HQ and you go get it on a future turn.
Yeah, it's the Oaktown as well, so if it's ever tried to be scored, you're gonna know it's there immediately.
Yep. Steve presenting a choice. Short gamble or dirty laundry. Dirty laundry is removed from the game. Lobosomum in the heap. It looks like it's ready to come back.
He's gonna compile it.
Yep.
So he's gonna get to pick up the agenda then. Smart.
Yep. Now we've started the Lobosomum train. Well, actually, no, now you got to spark it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're guaranteed now because it's on the bottom of your deck. So if there's any sparks left in the deck, you draw it before the Lava Summon.
Yeah. I think Chris might be running 2 compiles. Yeah, definitely 2 compiles.
Yeah, it's 2 in here.
You just bring him right back with Steve if you want him. And I think that's why they're poking out still.
Isaac Rose.
Isaac Liberdade. He moves into the remote, and when he moves there, he puts an advancement token on an unadvanced piece of ice. And then gives it +2 strength. That's going to bump the Aket up to 7 if it's on HQ.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Problem is you're against Kit, who's breaker. To break those boosts for 2. 1 credit for 2 strength.
So it's a 1 credit
That's
tax.
1 credit tax, yeah.
Yeah. Good news is it looks like the bad publicity is gone. I think First Station has used the Roughneck repair squad for that. So at least Kit is going to have to pay real credits to boost. Provided that Isaac lasts long enough for that.
I think there's going to be the issue of that the Kit player here can now just transition to doing Cataloger or something to win.
Yeah.
Because you're on 5 points.
I certainly have struggled against this kind of Kit deck. you're, I don't even really know what to do. Like, I haven't had as much experience as I could against it, but it can be pretty demoralizing sitting across from it, just knowing that the runner can just go wherever they want, break anything they want.
Yeah, it's really scary. You need things like border control and defensive upgrades and all sorts.
Mm,
It's not necessarily that you need to be fast enough to score before the Biso man comes out, because sometimes that can be like turn one.
yeah,
But it's that you need to set up a situation where so he's cataloging now.
yeah, we're cataloging.
This could be the end. But yeah, it's like you need to sort of tax kits clicks enough that they wouldn't be able to get in anyway.
Yeah. That's probably part of the reason why we saw those dual decks coming out recently that were all about click taxing.
Yeah, the iceless full decks do really well into it, probably, especially because you just don't have any ice for the
Yeah.
to make playing the breakers worth it. And a lot of the deck's power is just in the breakers.
Yeah, the rest of it's just good stuff.
Mm.
We've got a Lacosta grid in the remote. Nothing for it to place advancements on yet, though.
No. And at some point, the Earth Station ID's been flipped as well.
Mm.
But the issue there is you've only got an ice wall on HQ now.
Yep. Chris's kit is getting those burners ready to pick back up. Business as usual. Putting more advancement tokens down. So now you at least have to boost the Investigator to break the ice wall.
Mm.
And Oaktown.
Okay.
Trashing the Roughnecks. So, I mean, it could be, what, a decent strength sentry. I mean, it's still going to become a code gate because of kit.
Yeah. And Kit
Really
usually
want,
has stuff like Overclock in hand. That could be the
yeah.
last time of the game.
And we're shifting
Isaac
Isaac.
moves.
Oh yeah, to make it a little bit more expensive to stop the flip.
Okay. It should be an extra advancement counter on that ice wall as well now.
It's only if it's unadvanced.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was whenever. Maybe I'm not aware.
Yeah, it's just if it had no advancement counters on it, it'll put it down. Okay, so we've got another a cat.
Yeah. Didn't know that.
And we're gonna take it. That's game. Chris is gonna move on. Well, one of the Chris's is going to move on. To round 2 with a win. This is a single-sided Swiss, by the way. So this is the only game that they'll play. Thanks for watching.